Let's dive into configuring our development environment by first creating an account on Forsta to associate our Stockbot with. When we create an account, we can choose to either create the account in the public domain, or we can choose to create our own organization. Once we've registered an account, then we'll be asked to generate a new key associated with our account, which will allow us to start sending and receiving messages through Forsta. The next step is to spin up a local instance of Relay REST Gateway. This is what allows us to send and receive messages through Forsta. The gateway can be spun up using an npm install and start, or by using the gateway's Docker image. For this project, we're going to keep it very simple by using a light Node.js backend and a jQuery and Bootstrap frontend. The REST gateway itself is written in Node.js and uses Feathers.js, which is a very lightweight framework for providing real-time APIs that give a socket-like feel using Socket.io. I'm including Feathers.js libraries in our dependencies to demonstrate how you can initialize a Feathers.js project in case you want to add some real-time messaging or other real-time capabilities using Node.js. The other dependencies are pretty straightforward. We'll be using Bootstrap for our front end, and we'll also be using a popular ORM called Sequelize to interact with our Postgres database. Next, let's go ahead and make a makefile to make it easier to build and run our project. The project itself is quite simple, and so our makefile is also going to be quite simple. What'll be especially useful is to have make commands to run and clean our database using the Docker Postgres image. I'll set up a command db-run that will start the existing Postgres database if it exists, otherwise create a new database if it doesn't. And then our command db-clean will delete the database altogether. Once I verify my make command works, I'll go ahead and spin up a database in another terminal while I work on the project. The last thing we'll do is create a table in our database to store a record every time a user inquires about a stock price. Sequelize provides a migrations infrastructure, but since we're just using a single table, I'll go ahead and write the raw SQL in a separate file and then run the script to create that table in the database. After we execute the create table make command, we're ready to begin writing our bot's code.